I am from Memphis, and I still live in Memphis. Never been married, no children.
35 years old. I'm a mechanic at Gateway Tire in Horn Lake, Mississippi.
I went to college here, University of Memphis,
I'm a single father to a little girl. Her name is Hannah Grace.
with a degree in interior design.
I enjoy the outdoors. I live out in the country. I prefer the simple things in life.
So Justin and I met over a year ago through a dating site.
We met on the internet.
We actually talked for a few days before we met.
I never really believed in that stuff. But on a whim, I decided to do it. I think one night later I got a notification and she'd sent me her phone number, said she'd like to get to know me a little more. And so we took it from there, and here we are today.
He came to Memphis on a whim and showed up at my doorstep with his daughter.
It was snow and ice on the road. I asked her where she lived. She told me. And I said, well, about how far is that from Batesville, Mississippi? And she said, I don't know. I said, well, we're about to find out. That's when I decided I'm coming to Memphis.
He said, well, I'm off from work today. Would you like me to come up there?
We met, and our first place to go out was here at the Pink Palace.
The first place we actually came to was the Pink Palace.
It's kind of the reason why I'm sentimental, and we decided to get married here.
I would say I asked Justin out.
I don't even know if it was I'm gonna ask you out or anything like that.
I text messaged him that I wanted to know more about him.
It was pretty much as soon as I got her phone number, I contacted her.
We had spoken a few times before.
And within a matter of, I'm really not sure, a day or two, maybe at the most.
He came to Memphis to see me a few days later.
We just kind of hit it right off.
My first impression of Justin was that he was really cute.
I would say that we were impressed with one another.
He came on, I guess, our first date with his daughter, which I thought was very sweet.
I would say our short statures complemented one another. She wasn't ready at all to receive a guest that day, so I know I caught her off guard. And that's been a fun thing to joke about. Who said I love you first?
I believe I said I love you first.
I'm gonna say she did.
And then he responded back that he loved me too. I knew pretty immediately that he was the one that I would marry.
I would say the very first day I met her, there were feelings of, hey, this could be the one that God has intended for me.
I think that things moved really fast and we got serious after, a month or two.
I'd prayed so hard, so long, and the way that she stepped forward.
Actually started talking about getting married after about 5 or 6 months.
But too, it was a kind of a mutual type deal. Maybe even the old light bulb above the head came on, and both of us began talking about a potential future together.
Justin proposed Christmas 2014.
The proposal happened on Christmas Day.
He surprised me with a ring, which he placed on the Christmas tree in a little bag.
I'd let her open up all of her gifts.
He got down on his knees and proposed with his daughter there.
Hopefully she would think that the gift time was over with and kind of, a surprise.
And I was surprised.
I asked her to marry me. My most favorite characteristic of Laura, when it's just she and I, no cares of the world, out there on that little patch of country land that I own.
I love that Justin is a good father to his 2 daughters, and I think that when we have children, he'll be a good father to them as well.
I like the way that when she is in that element and away from the worries of the world, She just has that innocent, childlike aspect about her.
I also like that he was a single father and he raised two beautiful children.
I would have to say one thing that drives me crazy with Laura is her time management. Of course, that could cover a multitude of things.
Justin does drive me crazy sometimes. He can be very peculiar on some things.
I'm the kind of guy that's always thinking 10 steps ahead, always making preparations for what could go wrong, what could go right.
I see Justin and I in 5 years living in Mississippi at his current residence. We are going to be adding on to his house, hopefully soon.
In 5 years, I would hope to see us not living in Mississippi. The way that my house note was set up, my daughter would be entering into college, hopefully far away. And therefore, my house would be paid for, and I could pack up and move and kind of chase some of my dreams. Now that Laura's in the picture, I hope to chase those dreams with her.
I think we'll be there for at least 5 or 10 years and then possibly move off somewhere.
Who knows where we'll be? Only time and God can tell. It is my prayer that we're going to be together and that we're still, making memories and pushing forward and striving to better one another, build each other up, and enjoy life until we called home.
I expect us to have at least one child in the next 5 years, maybe 2.
I wouldn't mind having any more kids. Shoot, if it was up to me, I might would have a whole gaggle of them. But we gotta be smart. Can't just make a bunch of babies and have no way to feed them, you know. I would say there's plans for at least another child. It's just kind of one of them things you pray about, and what will be done will be done. Laura, I love you. I love you like I've loved none other. And I'm glad that you have chosen me to share your life with. For that, I will always be grateful. I love you.
Justin, I want you to know that I love you more than anything in the world, and I will always be here for you.